speaking about probiotics, and also I wanted to talk about bioproducts. Okay, our first exercise on your fours and one hand behind your head. Then you kind of curl it in and then open up the chest. Open up the chest, hold for a couple of seconds, and then curl back and then open. It's such a, I always say that, like, it looks like so simple, but it's such a difficult exercise. Okay, continue. We will change to the other side in a couple of seconds. So I drink freshly pressed juice in the morning, every morning. And there was my friend, and okay, let's change now. Let's change the other side. And the friend was like, what do you, because I have the apples outside. There's a garden and there are apples. And I was commenting that these apples are so good, they are bio, they are organic. There are those worms sometimes, And my friend was like, what do you mean worms? Like, I don't want to drink that juice. Okay, let's go into quadriceps stretch. So just go backwards, curl a bit your hips under you. Curl them kind of inwards and feel the stretch in your upper legs, yes? You can move your hips a little bit side to side. You will see that the feeling will be changing in the stretch. So the idea that there are worms in those apples, it's not very appetizing, obviously, it's like yucky. Like, I don't want to, maybe for someone, a person will not want to even drink juice made from such an apple. Of course, we take out those places where any insects or worms were. Okay, next exercise. Stay in the same position. Your hands behind your head, straight back, and your head goes down. Stretch the neck. Stretch the neck. You can rotate a little bit your head. You will feel that also the sides of the neck are being stretched. Yeah, but however, the thing is that those worms, those insects, they will not even touch an apple unless they were specially grown with some nets, or some other pesticides, which might be less harmful. But still, a worm is eating that apple because it's because it's just free of any chemicals, because it's bioorganic. That's what it means, bioorganic. Okay, now on your still on your knees, yes, both hands behind your head. Go a little bit wider with your knees. It will give you more stability. And just turn at the waist. Try to keep your hips at the same place. Turn the waist, one side, other side, yeah? Go a bit wider in case it's difficult to hold the balance, keep the balance. Yeah, so bio-organic apples, they will normally be all of a different sizes, and okay, the main shape is there, yes, it's a round apple, but they will not be perfect, Each apple will be a little bit different, and the shape will normally be not perfect, and each of them will differ a little bit. Okay, now a little bit difficult exercise. So one leg is bent in front of you, the other one is bent behind you. The heel is quite close to you, and then you go up and you kind of open up the hips. You open the hips and you go down. You open the hips, you hold a little bit, couple of seconds, and you go down. It's difficult to do this exercise if it's your first time. And I'm showing to my aunt who is online with me, I'm showing thumbs up because it's a difficult exercise and she's trying to perform it properly. So I'm just kind of supporting her. Our next exercise will be the same. Let's change now. The same, just the other leg is bent in front, the other one is bent behind. And again, we are going up and down and up and down. So yeah, another sign of bioorganic will be that there will be some like worms in some of the apples. That's a very normal sign, and it's a good sign, yeah. So yeah, and they will normally also not those fruits in general, not only apples, yes, those fruits, they will not glow in some shiny, they will not look like they were polished, in some wax, because sometimes they are actually waxed. There is a wax applied to those fruits. Of course, fruits, they can have a natural one, but for the producers to extend the shelf life of those fruits, let's go into arm stretch. So you can do this exercise standing as well. Legs doesn't matter the position, it's more for the inner arm and armpit area. Feel the stretch there. If it's difficult to feel proper stretch, try to move a little bit with your upper body, forward, backwards, to find the position, the best position. There's my friend also in the window. Okay, so yeah, the wax can be applied in order to extend the shelf life of the fruits. They can also look more appealing for a customer, and that can also protect them from any insects. Other side, the same, other side. And I wanted also to talk about probiotics. So normally we don't need any special supplements of probiotics. If we eat properly, a variety of food, yes, if our diet consists mostly of my friend is just looking at me and supporting me. So I'm sending a kiss. Okay. Okay, so our next exercise in a couple of seconds will be a pigeon. So one leg will be bent and will go to the front. Let's go now. One leg bent in front, the other one is straight in the back. And you can move a little bit your hips side to side, side to side, and you will feel different stretch. The next exercise will be the same. We will change the side, yeah? So what I was saying is that we don't need supplements specifically. We just need to eat a variety of healthy food. The best foods will be those which are just one ingredient food, a potato, an iceberg salad. Of course, we can mix them all together. Yeah, we can mix everything. But for example, I don't know, mayonnaise is not one ingredient. Yes. It's where if you stick a label, let's change the leg now. If we stick a label, it will be just one ingredient. And then the variety as well. And then, because in those products, we have the good nutrients, which is like food for our bacteria. So we have a lot of bacteria, a lot more bacteria and different microorganisms in our body, inside us, than we think. We also have viruses, we also have fungi, like a lot of stuff, but we have to learn to work with them rather than against them. So if you have heard about microbiome, it's like the bacteria in our gut, and there can be healthy, the good bacteria, yes, and the bad bacteria. So we want to feed the good one. Yes, we want to feed the good bacteria. Okay, next exercise, straight legs, just straighten the legs and bend on them, just bending on straight legs. You can also play a little bit with your toes here. You can point them or turn them towards you. So here, in order to feed our good bacteria, you cannot remove all the bacteria, and that would be, you would just die, actually. You would not continue to live if you removed all the good, and in general, the good, the bad bacteria, yes. There will always be bacteria and other microorganisms inside you, other microorganisms, yeah. So let's just learn to work together, towards one goal and feed the good bacteria, so that bacteria, let's go into wide leg stretch. That bacteria can strengthen your immunity, for example. Strengthen immunity, improve digestion, and in general improve other functions like even acne, inflammation. And all this can be done by eating proper food, And speaking about proper diet, we have different types of motivation as well, And of course, it depends on the stages in our life. Sometimes we are more focused on one thing, sometimes we are focused on the other, and then we say, oh, maybe I should take care of my health a little bit more, maybe, so it's changing all the time. But if you are watching this video, if you're doing exercises with me, you probably have high importance about your health, right? So you are interested in these things. Okay, let's stretch the side, one side, the same position, just we stretch the side. We will change after to the other side. So the motivation there can also be different types of motivation. For example, personal motivation, yes, when you are simply motivated, inner personal motivation, just because you want like that, yes, because you care about your health, or you just decided that's how you want to live, that's who you want to be. And there can be outer motivation, which, obviously it's like coming from the outside, and none of those two are bad or something, or one should be there, the other one shouldn't. And the outer motivation, we can also, let's change to the other side now. We can also divide it into kind of separate parts as well, but let's just keep it like an outer motivation for now. So you can also think for yourself, like, what if in case you don't have any inner motivation, if it's difficult for you to find inner motivation, think what could be your outer motivation. Maybe there is some social pressure, maybe, for example, I come from Lithuania and now I live in Luxembourg. And I feel like there was so much more outer motivation to look fit, to look good, to have a beautiful body. Then, like in Lithuania, there was more of it than in Luxembourg. I would say it's more difficult for me to continue being motivated. Okay, let's go on your fours, and we will be doing our back, so round and arch, and in both positions keep it for a couple of seconds just to stretch better. So I feel like in Lithuania I had more, the motivation was stronger. In Luxembourg it's more difficult to keep that same motivation. And in Lithuania, it was just in the air. It was like, you I don't know, it's like something cultural or what, or it's like almost like competition between girls. Now I'm thinking maybe it was also because of age. Maybe as I was younger, it felt like there was more competition. But I don't think so. I don't think so, actually. However, okay, the motivation is there, but what about the means? And that's when I would use diets. I would diet so much. I was dieting so much, and I was using everything and anything to get to that good shape, where now it's actually even easier for me to do it through the right means, through food, through just proper food. Okay, now your chest goes up and down, just the chest. So it goes down and you squeeze the shoulder blades. And when it goes up, you feel the stretch in the shoulder blades. There is no back arching or rounding. It's just kind of between the shoulders. You go up and down with your chest, with the upper body. I feel like my voice is a little bit weird. Okay, let's go into lunge. So lunge, and now you will go back and forth, back and forth. The arms stay near the front leg. They are straight, and you just move with your hips, yeah? The knee stays on the ground. You can hold in each position for a couple of seconds. So, yeah, my voice is a little bit almost as if I'm, how do you say in English? Enrhumé, how do you say? Well, you know what I mean? Because I was singing yesterday so much. Yesterday I had my singing lesson, and I sang with the teacher, and then after that I sang more to kind of practice. So today my voice is just Okay, let's change the same other side. Yeah, and so that's when I didn't know how to reach my weight loss goals. And that's when it was like any means. I was dieting. Yes, I was taking pills, and some of those pills had illegal ingredients. But I didn't know, but then I knew, but then I was still using them, And then what else? Yeah, that all the diets, the starving, the colon cleanse, the juice cleanse, all these things, which are actually not even necessary. They can be helpful. But, in what context? Okay, let's go into Cobra. So on your belly, and then on your elbows, your head goes backwards. If you can, go up on your arms, straight on your arms. So if you have a good base, then you can do whatever you want. If you want to lose a little bit of weight, you can do one day of starving, like water only. It's fine, because you have a base, because you have your body is filled with good nutrients. There are no deficits of nutrients. All the diets like keto, fruit, that you create deficits in your body. There are special mechanisms where body can kind of use one nutrient to create a different one, actually. But why to rely on that? Let's just give our body what it needs. Okay, now the last exercise. Go on your back. Let's breathe a little bit. Let's breathe. And we will just take what we want from the universe. We will breathe it in, and then breathe out and put inside. Like, imagine that, and physically with your hands, just take and put it inside you. Everything what you want, the energy itself, to soak your body with that positivity, positive energy, stuff you want, things you want, situations you want to have, and just inside you, and breathe. Okay, that's all for today. You can stretch a little bit more your whole body. Oh my god, my head is turning. Okay, thanks, and as always, see you in the next workout. Comment and like and share and everything. Ciao.